turkey bacon.
Why? Why would you start? All right, this is a new podcast, Fried Bologna. Why? We'll get into that in a second. But we just sit here and talk about literally whatever we want. I mean, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Whatever we want to talk about, we're going to talk about. I don't expect to make money from this because I'm going to talk and say whatever the fuck I want. I'm going to make that clear. I don't give a fuck. So, fuck you, YouTube. You can suck my dick. You're not going to pay me for this. I'm doing this for my own enjoyment. Just want to get that all out there.
Why are you cussing out YouTube? They didn't do nothing.
Because I don't care.
They didn't do nothing yet.
Yet.
But just
Alright, I apologize, YouTube. Please pay me. Anyway.
We'll make some money.
You want to make some money? We'll get paid. First episode is just not. We're not getting paid for the first episode. Couple quarters. Anyway, this podcast is. We're just. What are you doing? Oh. But we're just gonna talk about and say whatever we feel like, and we're gonna make. Stop getting on your phone. You don't know how a podcast works.
I got my phone. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Continue talking, boy.
Okay, now they're not going to like us because that was corny. We haven't gotten far into this. We're in a minute 30 in and we haven't said anything of importance. We're going to talk about whatever we want here. This is just a fun spot for us to say whatever we want, and we figured you guys would like to hear. So, if you don't know me, because this is going to be public, now some of you may know me from seeing me, but Brayden.
Big Bond to 223s.
Kavan.
Big Bond to 223s.
No.
Lick you down.
Stop. You can't, I feel like that's worse to say on YouTube.
No. You just cussed out YouTube. It's a Big Bond to 223s. Lick you down.
Anyway, now we're going to get into the name situation. So, when we thought of the idea to start a podcast, I said, what do you want to name it? First thing he said, Fried Bologna. I said, why the hell would we name it Fried Bologna? Terrible name, right?
Oh, amazing.
No.
Yeah.
But, we talked about it. We had a few other names we threw out there. But
Fried Bologna was the best.
Fried Bologna was what we landed on. And now we are Fried Bologna. But, we're thinking we might change it. But we have to wait 2 weeks because YouTube hates us and makes us wait. God, you know, fuck you again, YouTube. Fuck YouTube. We're gonna switch to Twitch, bitch.
We could.
We could do that, but then we
Or
gotta.
Kick.
Can't say that in the same sentence as Twitch. They don't like each other. There's like animosity. Yeah. Anyway.
You gotta Twitch.
Yeah. But we're gonna think about changing it, but depending on the following base we have, we might ask the opinion of everyone else.
No.
Okay, sorry for that. We had an inconvenience. But it's not Blake's episode yet. Anyway.
You just told him who's gonna be the next episode.
What?
You just told him who's gonna be the next episode.
Well, no, Blake's episode isn't the next episode.
No,
unless we decide it's Blake's episode. It's one of the following episodes. We'll be bringing on a special guest, my brother, Blake Loesch.
Hey, bitch.
We're gonna... You can't say that. You might see this.
I don't care.
Anyway.
You're not gonna touch me.
So, the naming, Fried Bologna. So, we've come to the decision. We might change it if we have a bigger following base. But, anyway, that is the introduction, just the start to why.
I'm entertaining.
You are entertaining.
I bet you they're probably paying more attention to me than you, bro.
You haven't said much of anything.
Exactly, but...
Oh, it's just the body language. See, I'm...
You're just sitting there all lame and shit. I'm over it.
Okay. That was the introduction to just what this is. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. I'm being very mean. I apologize.
Yeah, me too. We love you guys.
Yeah, we love you guys. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Anyway, so now we're just gonna dive into whatever we feel like.
Did he do it?
We don't have enough. Alright.
Didn't do it?
He did, because there's too much evidence.
Found not guilty.
Found not guilty by idiots.
Nope, by the government.
The government is stupid.
No, found not guilty. Did he?
There
do
was
it?
so much evidence. They found guns, drugs,
So you find that
a lot of baby oil, but that doesn't really incriminate you.
You can find guns and drugs almost anywhere. Here, Lima. Oh, shit, probably Delphus.
You remember that one girl we talked to that one time who said who argued that Michael Jackson was innocent, but Diddy wasn't, and brought up how there was a tunnel connecting their two houses, which I don't know how confirmed that is. I haven't done enough research. This was not a topic I planned.
The police found it.
So, if that's your logic, you would think you would go with either neither of them are guilty or both of them are guilty. Because you have evidence on both of them and you have a tunnel connecting them. It's like a connection point. You have enough. You would think that you would just pick one or the other. You would not pick one's innocent, one's not. Are you blinking at me?
But Michael did it, but Diddy didn't do it.
You got a backup on that?
Yeah.
You got reason, explanation?
People said Michael did it.
People said Diddy did it.
But they're lying on Diddy's name.
But if they would lie on Diddy's name, you would think they'd done it back in the 90s when he was huge, Bad Boy Records, all that,
Nah, they lied on Puff Daddy's name for no reason.
This is really? That is your honest standpoint?
Yeah. They lied on Puff Daddy's name.
You know what he did, right?
Nothing.
No, do you actually know what he did?
Nothing.
Wait, I gotta cover the name. We don't have any sponsors. Don't have any sponsors. We're not sponsored.
Powerade, sponsor me.
Stop!
No, Powerade, sponsor me. I love your drink. Sponsor us.
If we get a Powerade sponsor, that would be cool, though. Hey! Fuck Gatorade.
Fuck
Gatorade. Powerade, sponsor us.
Got a fruit punch right now.
You know, would it be better to try and get Logan Paul to sponsor us with Prime? Only because he's YouTuber and he gets this. And he has a podcast. You think he would...
Prime's nasty. I don't like Prime.
See, Prime is okay, but it has a weird consistency. And I think a lot of people would agree with that. That Prime is a weird drink.
It has a weird taste to it. All Primes have...
Prime Energy is terrible.
All the
by
Prime
far horrible.
Hydration drinks. They all have a weird taste to it.
Not a weird taste, it's a weird consistency. I feel like it doesn't feel like a sports drink.
No.
You know, I don't feel like it feels or tastes or is like a sports drink, you know?
Powerade's where it's at.
I think Powerade is very good and very, this is free advertisement. They might not even sponsor us because we're advertising. I think Gatorade is good, but compared to Powerade, I think I would take Powerade over them. Only because... Nah, I don't know. That's a tough argument.
It says 50 more electrolytes than Gatorade.
It does? So that's more electrolytes. Which, if you're looking for an hydration drink, pick Powerade. If you're looking for just casual drink, I think that's just your choice.
If you're looking for a hangover drink, get Pedialyte.
Sure.
Pedialyte, sponsor us. I use you a lot.
Pedialyte, sponsor us.
We don't
want this to sponsor us.
It's not Crush. We love Crush.
Yeah, we like Crush. We don't like them. We can't say who they are because they'll come.
That's the broke nigga one.
Yeah,
broke.
Well, so now that we're on the topic of
iPhone, sponsor me.
iPhone, sponsor us.
Red Bull, sponsor. Everyone sponsor.
You know what? Anybody sponsor us. That would be great. We could use any sponsorship, really.
You could be a small business. Sponsor us.
No, I want a Dragon City sponsor.
Tropical smoothie sponsor.
Wait, actually, yeah, hold on. Dragon City, sponsor us, please. We want a dragon. We want a dragon. You don't know?
Dragon City sponsors. We need a dragon.
Exactly. Dragon City, we need the sponsor.
One of your Frockenden. It's a dragon. Learn how to train your dragon.
Oh.
It's fat and small.
It's fat and small.
Tiny wings.
Oh. But,
Nose is fat and small. Your dick.
That's a good...
Put your lips all the way around the...
That's a good way to get back to the topic we were talking about. Fat dicks. Diddy did it.
Diddy didn't do it.
There is so much evidence. Also, I don't know if we can say Diddy didn't do it because of the fact that
double D, triple D.
What he did, probably a sensitive subject.
Didn't do it.
I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here. Do I have to bleep certain words?
Boop,
I mean, like, we haven't bleeped.
boop,
We didn't bleep.
boop.
You don't bleep every word. You don't bleep every word in the sentence. You only bleep certain words.
Like what words?
Well, we can't say the words because I don't know what we're
I'll
allowed to
boop you.
Like,
Boop.
I'll say fuck as much as I want. Fuck. Fuck YouTube again. We're on their platform expressing our hatred, or I am at least. And it is so unnecessary. You know, I just realized I've done a lot of the talking for this podcast. A lot of the...
I've done a lot of the entertaining.
You chewed on a Cheez-It.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
Boop.
claimed that
You talk a lot.
that's why it would be great for a podcast. That's why we started this. You know, this is through my... I have control of our channel.
I need a Latina right now.
You need a Latina right now.
Big one.
A big
She
Latina.
ain't 380, she ain't a lady.
So you want a torta?
No.
Torta.
No, even bigger than a torta.
Even bigger than a torta? So a double-sized torta?
Triple.
Triple-sized torta.
Maybe a bigger.
Can you take all that, though? I mean, you gotta think. That's a
okay,
lot of...
she took all that.
You gotta move a lot. You'd be
I
like...
got a forklift.
It'd be like...
I got a forklift.
It'd be like messing with pizza dough, just pushing it out of the way like
no, I
this.
got a forklift.
You got a forklift? How's that gonna help you? You're just gonna get her higher up.
I'm gonna dangle her by her well handles. Alright. I can lower her directly onto it. Because then she's not fully putting all that big girl weight on me. The
Can we
forklift
talk
is
about fat people on here? And can we
no,
be,
it's
can
not
we,
bad. It's big.
can we talk about big people on here and be rude? Because there's a certain chance that somebody would be upset by what we said, but at the same time, it's my podcast, suck my dick.
Why do you keep cussing them out?
Sorry. Guys, get used to it. Anyway, what is something that you think, like, is there any real world problems, or we just
Trump shouldn't have bombed Iran.
shouldn't have bombed our...
He was negotiating with them. In mid-negotiation, bombed them.
I think it was because it was because they made a worldwide threat to bomb us and more.
But then he was trying to negotiate.
They wanted to start the war. They wanted to jumpstart the war. He bombed, and of course, Iran kind of succumbed a bit to us, at least. Meaning that he prevented war, but was it an unnecessary step to do so? I believe so. I don't think...
They were mid-negotiation. They could have done it peacefully.
Possibly, but Iran wasn't wanting to go peacefully with it. That's why I think Donald Trump... And that's the one thing that I feel like a lot of people who don't like Trump don't get. I guess he did some... He's not a good person.
How many felonies he got?
Actually, I don't think he has any, because I think he was pardoned. He was
How many felonies did he have?
like 10 plus.
It was 20 plus.
20 plus. Okay. Look, I said he's not a good person, but he's a good president because, well, in certain regards. I think some of the education stuff he's doing is not good. But I think overall, when it comes to this kind of area of presidency, he's pretty good at it. But I think he overstepped a bit when he did that. But if you understep, think about it. We get a bomb dropped on us, we're dead. Do you want to die?
I would have died. The Terminator.
You're the Terminator?
I'm the Terminator. You want to prove it? Want me to show you?
How the hell are you going to show
Reach
me?
it to the back of my throat. There's gonna be a wire back there.
I don't want to reach into the back of your
Your
throat.
finger. Your finger.
No.
Give me your finger.
No.
I'll show you.
No.
Okay.
But I guess my political standpoint's unnecessary because I can't vote.
I could vote. In a few years.
Next election, we'll both be able to vote.
I'm voting for Kamala. Go Kamala.
No, I'm not. I will never vote for Kamala. I don't like Kamala.
I have my whole house covered with Kamala posters.
I'm
Everything
gonna burn them
Kamala.
all.
We'll burn your house down.
Speaking of the one time we burned Kamala Harris posters, just gave me that memory. When
Trump sponsor us.
Yeah, you know what? Trump's presidential election, him and his runners, I want to be sponsored by Donald Trump.
J. Trump.
Another topic, Jared from Subway.
Who?
Yeah. You didn't know, have you ever heard about the guy from Subway who's a pedophile?
Here?
No, it's either he's a pedophile or he said the N-word.
Here?
No. Literally the guy who was the CEO.
Oh. No?
Yeah, the CEO, or is it the CEO of Papa John said the N-word. The CEO of Subway was either a pedophile or he said the N-word. One of the two. Cannot remember. All I know is...
What do you do?
Well, now I'm not sure.
What about him?
Fact check that. Fact check what Jared from Subway did. This is genuinely a curious moment in my life now.
Oh. I spelled Jared.
I would think Jared.
That's Gerald.
J makes the J.
Oh, you right.
Dumbass. Alright.
Jared Fogler charged with child pornography.
So he was a pedophile.
He had to pay $1.4 million in restitution to his victims.
Okay, so he was a pedophile.
It's 15 years and 8 months.
Can we say pedophile?
I think so.
I feel like some people say pedophile because it's not the actual word and it doesn't get flagged.
Pause it real quick.
But, well, I guess we could say pedophile. It's not the biggest deal.
We don't want to say Pedialyte because Pedialyte's good and we want sponsored by Pedialyte.
So we can't say pedo. Well, we can't. I don't know. Pedophile. We've already said it enough on this episode.
We should go get our co-star. We can bring Rich in here.
Rich would be a terrible co-star because I feel like unless he has some life experience that he's just maybe
he's addictions. We can talk about what it was like going through it.
Yeah, but I don't know how public you would like to make that.
I don't give a fuck. We can hide the camera.
That's illegal.
No, it's not.
To some standpoint, it's got to be.
You're a resident of this house. You can record whoever you want in this house, unless it's naked.
What if Rich just starts stripping?
And stop the recording. No, Rich.
See, I feel like... And how popular do you think we'd have to get before we got celebrity type guests?
At least 1 million followers.
1 million? Which we could start a TikTok clips thing, you know, I feel like that'd be a fun thing. You get to look at the parts of this that are actually funny than some of the parts that you're gonna be like, I mean, a podcast is partially boring at 65 parts. Nobody's podcast is entertaining the whole way. Some probably, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the idea of doing a TikTok to kind of
two guys with a dream.
Because think about it, people usually see TikToks. They would see it on TikTok. They would check out this, and then
They'll see it on TikTok. Go look for more clips. Then go find us.
Yeah, if they enjoy the clips, they would.
That's what I do.
They would look at the podcast, maybe watch an episode or two, and then if they like it, they'll keep up. And whoever is the first subscriber, by the way, if we make it big,
I will send you an iPhone 15.
By the time we make it big, that will not be a good phone.
I will buy you the latest iPhone.
Whenever we get big, whoever our first subscriber is, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And by the way, if they're not the same first subscriber, when we get to when we get big, if we
buy
go,
them a GT3RS,
we're gonna have to get real big for that. An iPhone is roughly $1,000 something.
Mm-hmm.
That car is expensive. Yes.
Like 200,000.
Well, an iPhone's 2,000 tops. Maybe it'll be
But you
like
gotta think
4,000. It might be like 4,000, but if we make it big, I highly doubt. I'm saying when we make it big and we can afford that.
I'll buy a pipe bomb and give it to you so you can blow up any preschool you want.
Okay, we cannot say that. This is going public. This is... You cannot talk about blowing up a preschool.
Osama bin Laden didn't mean it.
Okay, we can't get into that. Like, literally, we cannot get into that because I feel like YouTube would let us say fuck them. I don't think they would let us get into certain topics. See the diddler? That's a different story. I feel like a lot of people have gotten into his thing. I don't think we should get into that 9/11.
Shoot you, man.
Put the
Where's your camera? I'll shoot you.
Yeah, put the laser pointer.
No, I got blick, bro. What you mean?
You can't say that.
I got blick.
It's a laser pointer.
Bro. Just because it's a laser pointer on my blick doesn't mean it's a letter.
It's literally a laser pointer.
Nah, bro. You know this is a 43.
Show it to the camera.
I can't. We get in trouble.
Okay. I'm willing to get in trouble.
I'm not. We just started, so I'll show it a few in another episode.
But yeah, I don't know. This is just me. Ow.
My bad. I mean, point blank at you.
Stop pointing the laser pointer.
Bro, you finna piss me off. You know I got pull right.
That is not.
I'll blow your brains out right now.
No, you will not. That just hurt my eyeball. But yeah, this is just like we're getting used to a podcast is such a hard thing because you don't know what you're allowed to say, and there's not a lot of edits we're gonna do. I'm gonna release 95% of what I say here. Get your hand off my thigh.
What you talking about?
Get your hand off my thigh.
My hand's not on your thigh, bro. Why are you hitting me?
Get your hand off my thigh and keep it off my thigh. But I feel like starting a podcast has got to be a really weird thing. Are you just gonna do random shit while I'm talking the whole time? You haven't had much commentary. You just do random shit.
What am I supposed to say? Pineapple juice?
It's a podcast. If you want to start a podcast, you should know how to talk.
Everyone knows to talk.
Okay, you should know what to like.
Do babies think?
Do babies think? You would think they can't.
But what language would they think?
Well, here's the thing. They would probably think in the language that they're hearing, but I don't know what they would be thinking.
But they don't know what that means yet. So you learn that.
So like I think they have visual dreams and visual thoughts, because they don't understand a lot yet. So they're dumb. But like they can see still. What do deaf people language do they think in? Can a deaf person like write that on a piece of paper and tell me what language they think in?
Why can't they just speak?
It's kind of hard because they can't hear themselves. So do they just usually use sign language? That's gang signs. We can't. Nope. You can't do that.
Why? D-Thing does it.
Neither of us
YNW Melly do it.
YNW Melly is a rapper about that life.
I'm about that life. What you mean, bro?
No, you're not.
You know I'm from that city. I got a whole song about it. I got a whole song about my city.
You might have been the bad person to co-start a podcast with.
You know I got a whole song about my city. I'm like that for real, baby.
I think people might find you obnoxious to an extent, but they'll love you. Now, all right. Anybody who watches this, comment.
233s look you down, so cute.
Anybody who watches this, comment, and I beg you, roast the shit out of him. Please take his ego back down.
Actually, comment who you like more. Whoever gets more votes gets to take over the account.
Just to take over the account.
Just take over the account.
I'm gonna give you the login and stuff to the account. We're gonna share it.
You get no access.
We're gonna share the account.
Access.
I'm not gonna give you full.
Give me the control.
I'm not giving you full control of the account.
You know they don't like me more.
I'm not saying that I know they'll like you more. I'm saying I'm not giving you full control of the account. That's not happening.
If they like me more, I'm gonna choose the next guest.
You to choose the next guest.
The next guest.
Okay.
Or you can choose the next guest if they like you more.
Okay. That's all right.
We at least need one vote.
Whoever gets more votes, even if it's one person, just picks one of us.
We don't get
whoever wins gets to pick the next guest. I think I know who I'm gonna pick. Only thing is, I'm scared me and you might be thinking the same person. It might not matter.
Should we pause and tell each other?
Yeah, we're gonna make a break. All right, we're back. So we both put in our votes. I think they're both pretty solid. I mean, mine was more a one person. Yours was more just a variety of different ideas. But anyway, we think that would be cool. Whoever wins the small little vote, even if it's one person, because this is obviously the first episode, the amount of people that are going to watch this is like 3 tops. But as we do more and get bigger and
drug addicts on here,
bring just
his brother who does methamphetamine.
So this is a story actually. So
Story time.
Don't say that. So my brother got drug tested, and my mother read the test backwards and thought he had taken methamphetamines, crack cocaine, acid, ecstasy, every drug you can think of. She thought he did, and then she reread it and realized none of the drugs on there were positive.
Science.
Shut the fuck up. There was nothing on there that was positive. She read them all backwards. She thought he was like El Chapo. It was bad. I thought it was hilarious though. But yeah, we could definitely bring some like people with some good serious stories. I don't know. It depends, cause like we could go the route of just being funny and talking about random stuff and like just letting people listen to us go on and ramble, because I feel like that can be very entertaining to some people. But granted, this episode is completely unscripted. We have no questions or no topics or nothing. We'll think before the next episode, we'll actually probably come up with topics and like think of good stuff to talk
Let's
about.
talk about prostitution.
We should probably not talk about prostitution. But
Connecticut Kia Boys.
What?
The Connecticut Kia Boys.
The Kia Boys. See,
The
Connecticut Kia Boys. See, I always wonder how the Kia Boys do it.
Oh, it's easy. Screwdriver USB.
Yeah, because it always confused me, because why Kias, and then I realized why Kias.
Kias have bad security. Now they come in a way where you can't really use a screwdriver or a USB.
Yeah.
A lot harder, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Still do it.
But a lot of people still buy the older Kias because the newer the Kia, the more it costs. And with more securities, they're going to have to make you pay more because they need the money from it. So it's all just a bigger cost.
Yeah.
So I think probably most likely is that I wonder how they haven't been arrested.
A lot of them have been.
Have?
A lot of them have.
I haven't really looked into a lot of that. I've just
seen.
seen.
It was Tommy. I think it was Tommy G. He went to Connecticut. Then he talked to the actual Kia Boys, and the guy who helps stop the Kia Boys. He's a wannabe cop.
So it's like he's doing his own little thing.
Yeah.
Trying to. So I find that interesting that someone chooses to chase down a group of.
Because his car's been stolen multiple times. So
that makes more sense now. But I would find it interesting if some random guy decided his goal was to try and catch a group of like.
Push up my knees in the way.
But try to catch a group of people who just, I mean, it's illegal and it's not safe.
That's really safe.
No. But I think there's a comedic thing to it that a lot of people overlook, which I'm not saying makes it okay. But I find it random that he doesn't just leave it to the cops.
Cops won't do nothing about it.
Fair enough. But like I said, next episode we'll actually come up with topics. We'll come up with like multiple, because podcasts are longer form videos. This one will very well only be like 30 to 40 minutes, because we're just kind of letting you get to know the atmosphere about this. This is probably going to be one of the more boring episodes, because we didn't set up topics. We didn't talk this out and figure it out much. We just we discussed the name of what we were going to name the podcast. We talked about how we wanted to do it, but we didn't really. Why are you looking like that?
Like what?
But we didn't really want to. Well, I can see you looking at me in the camera. See,
I'm not looking at you.
there's a camera.
No, I'm not.
So You know, you haven't done a lot of talking.
Yeah.
For a podcast, it's been mainly me talking.
Yeah.
I'm almost gonna make you the guest on this episode and make this my podcast because you're doing a terrible job about being a co-star.
All we're doing is explain what it is, and you're doing all the talking.
You need to do some talking. They need to, nobody's gonna know anything. All you've done is make very politically incorrect comments, and
you're all correct.
you can't see.
I'm amazing co-host.
Sure.
They would agree.
They would agree.
They would agree.
Go on, co-host. Show how amazing you are.
Okay. What topic were we talking about?
We were just talking. I was just talking about how we are going to format the next episodes, and that we're going to write out topics because you haven't been listening.
Kinda haven't.
Yeah, you're not going to be a very good co-host for a podcast if you're not listening to
the Cheez-Its were talking to me.
Because you have to. Well, then don't eat the Cheez-Its, because the whole point of a podcast is you're supposed to be able to jump in and make a claim, so there's more to be talked about.
Adolf had the right mindset.
Okay, we can't say that.
Why?
This is gonna be.
It's something to debate about.
I'm gonna have to name this politically incorrect. That's not a bad name.
That's a podcast already.
Politically incorrect, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Politically correct.
You just thought it was incorrect.
Oh, I know. But it's you're lying.
Politically kinda correct.
Politically incorrect starting a podcast. Damn.
How's it look up?
Yeah.
Fact check.
Fact check. Yeah, faster fact check, please. I just realized him typing in PO is probably not safe for him on his phone. So, I'm scared what showed up. Politically incorrect is a podcast.
Actually, a talk show from 1993. So yeah, it's a podcast.
Politically incorrect. It was 6 seasons, but it's an old one, so we could name the podcast Politically Incorrect.
It's 1993.
Yeah, I was about to say this guy isn't gonna come after us.
You don't know that.
Hey, it's not trademarked, is it?
It is.
It's not trademarked, is it? You fact check it. Fact check is politically incorrect. Fact check. Yeah.
Again?
Is it trademarked? We need to know if that's trademarked. Fact check. We're gonna do a lot of fact checks because we ourselves don't know this stuff. We don't know any of it. Also, what do y'all think of my pink hat?
Yeah, it's trademarked.
It's trademarked? Okay, so we can't name the podcast Politically Incorrect.
But you know I'm correct.
What?
You know.
What?
You know I'm correct. Everything I say is correct.
No.
I don't. The word that's coming out of my mouth is incorrect.
That's just a terrible lie.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it. If you ain't got no proof, you can't say it's a lie.
Hitler did not have the correct mindset.
How do you know that?
Because the U.S. military was going to kill him.
That's the U.S. military.
Not to mention he killed himself.
Maybe they had the wrong mindset.
He killed himself.
I mean, would you want to be taken out by someone, or would you rather go out by yourself?
I'd rather someone else kill me. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
Depends how they're killing me. Am I being slowly put to slowly, painfully, tortured to death?
They were either gonna torture him or just magnum, bro.
Okay, if they're gonna magnum me, I'm fine with that.
Yes,
I'm gonna die pretty fast.
No, you wouldn't. You're the sit there and bleed out first.
Depends. If they hit me in the head, I'm dead.
No, it wouldn't automatically kill you.
A shot to the head?
Wouldn't automatically kill you.
It would fairly fastly though.
Fairly, but you're still gonna be feeling that pain.
For about less than a minute, not even.
Still.
Maybe about 20 seconds of pain.
Still.
Yeah, but a bullet to the brain by myself, I'm gonna feel that, correct? If a bullet if getting shot in the head kills you, it doesn't kill you right away?
You didn't get killed by someone else.
I think I'd rather be killed by someone else.
I'd rather kill myself than be killed by someone else.
See, why did you just lower yourself? Now you're even smaller.
Let me say straight up.
Yeah.
Let me lower myself a little bit. Actually, all the way up is about the size of yours. Actually shorter than yours.
Yeah. This shows the height difference though.
Yeah.
But
You want me to go back down or something? I got you.
That actually works perfectly. Thank you. But this, I feel like when it comes to the podcast, we're not talking to them at this point. We're just talking to each other.
Because why it's a podcast? You're supposed to debate with each other.
Yeah.
Not to them.
Well, see, a lot of podcasts have guests where they want to hear you talk to the guest.
Yeah, that's why we.
We don't have, but like we'll have topics and they'll listen to us talk about topics. This one, like I said, it was just off the whim.
Yeah, it was off a whim.
And so
whatever.
We're just letting you know. We're just showing you how we are. You know, like sponsors Powerade. Fuck you, YouTube.
Sponsors.
Powerade. Sponsors Powerade. Fuck you, YouTube.
Powerade's the better aid.
Yeah.
It really took you that long to think about it.
You know what's funny though?
What?
You know how like it's funny how much I just thought about the Prime thing. Have you seen Messi's drink that's exactly like Prime?
Messi has a drink.
Google it. Not fact check necessarily, because I know this is a real thing. But if you look up Messi's sports drink, yeah, if you just look up like this Messi sports drink, yeah, and then like look at it.
That's Messi's.
Yeah, that is.
I've seen that so many times.
That's Prime. That is literally like exactly like Prime. He got a lawsuit for it.
For why?
It's like exactly like Prime.
But it's not. It's Mas Plus.
It's. I'm pretty sure that
Miami Punch, Orange Door, Dower, Berry Copa Crush, Lemon Lime League.
Remember, he's not from the United States, so
By
like,
Messi.
yeah, his drink is considered a straight ripoff of. That's why I think actually look at the bottle in certain ones. Not that one. Go down. Look at that bottle.
Yes.
See how it looks different than the Prime bottle.
Yeah.
And then look at like, those ones.
These ones?
Yeah, you see how they look exactly like a Prime bottle.
I kind of see it. But no,
He's
this.
That is a ripoff too, because it's just the energy.
That's Prime.
That's the exact same thing.
That's Prime.
It's an energy drink that was already it was based off of an already pretty much ripped off idea. I will say I'm upset with how good Prime did, because you would think that a company started by two YouTubers wouldn't become worldwide to the point where that some people don't even know who it is that has it. Because like you'll see people buy them, and you could ask them, "Do you know who made this drink?" and they would say no.
Yeah.
Because it's become to the popularity of like certain drinks like Gatorade and Powerade that it's not even people worried about, wow, with two YouTubers.
Who made iPhone?
Steve Jobs.
Was it Steve Jobs? I thought it was Jeff Bezos. That was Amazon.
No, Steve Jobs is Apple's.
Steve Jobs shouldn't have died. He needs to come back alive. We need him back. We ain't getting chargers. We used to come with phone cases. Now we just get the phone.
Yeah.
Well, soon we found out that they just sent us the parts to make the phone. Pay us $20,000 for that.
Which, did you look at recently that there was a thing that came out that Apple production was really slow after they stopped certain productions in certain parts of China?
Because that's where all the sweatshop workers.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think that's why. I think sweatshops were prominent. They're prominent in China, and that's where all of it was. They shut down Apple factories in those certain spots, and they slowed down. And people are thinking, "Whoa, they shut down certain factories. They would slow down no matter what." But they slowed down to a very slow extent. Like, so, like it's made a completely different standpoint. Is because Apple has been accused and looked at as using sweatshops and
BlackBerry's better.
BlackBerry's
better.
Never heard of it.
All the millennial, you know what I mean. They're gonna agree with me.
What?
All the millennials are gonna agree with me.
The millennials?
BlackBerry's better.
I don't know what BlackBerry is, but okay. Yeah, fact check Blackberries. Or Blackberry, or whatever the fuck you just said. This is the fact check moment for the 7th time, because we don't know anything.
We're old.
This is just like phones.
Yeah. See, they come with keywords and everything.
Oh, so they're old phones.
Old. Mm-hmm. And they still make them to this day. Look, that's a new BlackBerry. Still has a keyboard.
I don't know. Would a keyboard on a phone be liked?
Yeah, I would love it.
Like, a keyboard on a phone, I don't know if I'd like that.
Why not?
You get one on the phone that comes through, but I don't know if I'd like the little buttons, and I feel like my fingers are big and I would hit extra buttons.
So we gotta master it.
And that's the thing, I have mastered this in a normal phone. I don't think I want to try and master.
It'd be the same size as your keyboard.
Fair enough.
Your phone would be the same size as that keyboard.
True.
You got to remaster nothing.
I guess, yeah. But this is about 40 minutes into the episode.
I'm tired.
We're getting to a point where now we're just going on. We've shown what this is. We explained some topics. We just kind of gave you guys a taste of... Now, I feel like future episodes will be longer.
And better. Won't be as tired.
And better. I mean, yeah, it's 11:30, which isn't late, but...
We did a lot today. We didn't have that much sleep this
we
morning.
stayed up late last night, hanging out at my dad's house. And then we just went driving around. We've had a productive day. Sure, a productive day. We'll go with it.
Productive.
Nothing productive happened, but we've had a productive
It was
day.
so bad out in Dakota.
Hmm?
It was so fun. I did that bar so better.
Oh, yeah, when we were at
So
Walmart.
dude, it hit her back and she went.
But I believe we have hit an ending point to this episode. You guys will be seeing more episodes. We don't know how often we're going to do them. It might be like once every 2 weeks, once a week, twice every 2 weeks. We could do twice every 2 weeks. We could do like 2 in a week and then no episodes the next week and then 2 every other that next week. And we could do them like...
Or we could just do one a week.
How are we going to do one a week? This is where unless we film them at 2 different separate locations.
Your mom's and your dad's.
But the scenery change. I mean, I don't think it bothers. Anyway, we're going to end it here.
Powerade sponsor us.
Powerade sponsor us.
I finished the drinks.
Yeah, oh yeah, we finished
I
it.
need a new one though.
I need to go.
Your mom just cleaned your room.
I know, I need to go.
You just had your mom just cleaned your room.
She moved my room around to put an AC in here, and she did it with choice. I didn't tell her to.
Your mom just cleaned your room.
I didn't tell her to. You make it sound like I refused to clean it, and then she
told you to clean your room. You said, "No, Mom, I fucking hate you."
But this is the ending point. I do not hate my mother. I love my mother. Fuck you, YouTube.
No, they didn't do nothing.
Not yet.
So wait till they do something. We love
Alright.
you, YouTube. Pay me, please.
We love you, YouTube.
I'm at $25,000 a month.
25,000 a month would be fire. Then I'll have to get a real job. Sorry,
I like that word.
I know some people are scared of that word.
I'm a certified unemployed boy.
You're a certified unemployed. Job. All right.
Where?
All right.
I got so scared farted.
This is the end of the podcast.
Powerade sponsor us, please.
Powerade, please sponsor us. All right, we're signing off.